Greetings, Commanders. Commander Angus Thermopylae here with you. Well, I've just sat myself down on a nice ice ball. Figured we'll see what we can see. Alrighty, well, so far it looks pretty gorgeous here. Saw a couple of POIs that we might be able to make it to. Maximum sensor range.
Increasing sensor range.
Zoom in.
Decreasing sensor range.
There we go. That's what I like to consider my perfect range. It's 1 notch below maximum. So we'll see how that does. Might as well send the ship on its way, I guess. Well, you know, we might just leave it here. Out this way you can see some of the galactic clusters that are way out beyond our system. And that piddly little sun is providing what little bit of light we're actually getting at this point. It is a interesting place. Looks like we're getting some really good material signs already. Got some mesoside right over this way, and looks like over that way we're getting some. They're either outcropping type 2s, or we might have some metallic meteorites down in the area. And of course the ever-present bronzite crondite. Oh my, look at that. Beautiful shot. Go external here. Look at the rings on that planet. It almost looks like you could just drive straight off the edge of the planet and right onto those rings. Now that would be an interesting sight. There's the galactic core back behind us, and the sun here for this particular system. Landed on this ice ball predominantly because it's close to this gas giant. I want to be able to get a good view of that, and also to scope out what materials might be on board for this little bitty planet. We shall see. Once we get out here a little bit, I think I will focus more, first of all, over on these this other outcropping. It's either, like I say, either going to be an outcropping or it's going to be a metallic meteorite. The symbol, the responses on the wave scanner are very similar. There are some differences, and sometimes I get spoofed. But in this case, I'm thinking it's outcropping and not necessarily a metallic meteorite. I do like the metallic meteorites because they do tend to come in clusters, and those clusters can be pretty nice because you can pick up a number of rare elements typically in a short period of time. Alright, open cargo scoop. Let's see, it looks like a lot of rocks out here. Let's do this. High beams. Alright. No, that's not helping. Lights off.
Lights off.
I have found that oftentimes, with the lights off, the harvestable rocks tend to stand out a bit more against the surface than the standard fare of rocks and such. In this case, it does look like, yeah, it looks like it's going to be an outcropping, I think. I don't think we're looking at metallic meteorite, but I could be wrong. That one is standing pretty tall there. Yep, I was wrong. Well, right, wrong. Who cares? It's what we're looking for. Let's see, iron, phosphorus, sulfur. Well, I have to say, not too impressed with the results there. But you know, such is life, right? I don't think I'm in need of any of those at this moment. Let's see here. Materials. Iron, looks like I'm good on iron. Good on phosphorus. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to let that let that roll there. Sulfur 2, yep. Just not in need of those. Now typically these clusters are similar. So if you find one metallic meteorite and it's got XYZ in it, typically the others will as well. Here's the other one in this particular cluster. Oh, this one's got some chromium, selenium, and sulfur. Well, luckily the sulfur is blowing out of the way. What's that over there? And some tin. So, chromium, selenium, and tin. Let's see, let's check this out. Here's chromium and selenium. What's selenium used for? Okay, SRB restock, which is the predominant thing that I would be looking at. The chromium is used in SRB repair, the AFM refills. And let's see now, is the tin further down? Actually, it looks like the tin was further up. So, tin must be a little bit... Oh, I don't actually have any tin on board. And you know why? It's because the last time I picked up tin, I dropped it. Because it really wasn't all that worthwhile for me. Let's see, SRB repair. Looks like the standard uses... oh, there it is. The premium uses the chromium, so it's not all that important to me. Let's see, the ammo restock. I think it's the standard uses the selenium, and I am a bit low on that. Although I rarely do the standard ammo refill. But just for GPs, we'll go ahead and pick up that selenium and kind of go from there. 2 chromium, I think that was all there was. The 2 chromiums, the selenium, and the tin. I'll go ahead and pick up the chromium just for general principles. And I'll show you what that tin is used for. Like I say, it's not one of those things that I keep. And here's why. As you'll see, the tin, its predominant use is in large caliber munitions and also in AFM refills. However, the AFM refills that it uses, as we'll be able to see down here, is for the standard AFM refills. Now, the AFM refills do provide for a speedier repair, but in all honesty, the speedier repair is not all that big on my wish list. And considering that, space-wise, as you can see, I stay pretty close to the cap. I more than likely will end up dumping that tin at some point in time. Alright, let's see what else we got here. I think, the ship is... That's me. I think the ship is still out there and is probably obscuring me for any POIs, so I think we'll go ahead and dismiss ship. That way we can make sure that any artificial construct signal that we see is actually going to be a POI and not simply our ship interfering in that view. So let's see here. What's that? What's Trumpet 3 has gotten out of range? We can do, there we go. We'll do a little search around here to see if we can see any POI type signals coming back to us. As you know, the POI signals will come back as bars across the top. Looks like we have another metallic meteorite fragment out here. Yep, this way. So we'll go check that out. And then we'll go back and... Oh, I nearly hit it there. There it is. Alright, well... I guess I shouldn't have been in such a hurry, huh? Alright, let's see what we got here. Carbon, phosphorus, chromium. So not a whole lot of useful stuff for us. Carbon I don't even mess with because it's used a lot for the munitions, but not really something. I don't even have any guns on this ship, so we'll go ahead and pick up that piece of chromium just for the sake of saying we did. And now we'll just go ahead and now take another quick peek around. Looks like we got a bit of a sweep on the top edge of the wave scanner in this direction. So let's check that out. Now I have to be careful because this is as you can see, a 0.07 gravity world. It is an ice world, and what you might not be able to see is that this planet is just literally proliferated with deep valleys and very steep ridges. And accordingly, if I get myself down in one of these deep crevasses and then need to be able to get out, and I cannot get up to the surface, I might find myself in a bit of a jam. Let's make sure. Yeah, that was just a rock there. Okay, good. So, it sounds like we got some more metallic meteorite up here, which is actually heading in the direction that we want to go. So we'll just keep an eyeball on it here. Yep, look at that. There's another piece of metallic meteorite right there. We're on a slope. I know it's hard to tell, but if you look here at the at the radar screen, you can see that we're on a fairly good slope here. Let's see, manganese, sulfur, manganese, and carbon. So, nothing of interest, to be really honest. You can see that the artificial construct response is coming up much stronger on the top end of the wave, so we're going to keep heading in this direction and see what we can come up with here. Looks like it might be a little bit more over in this direction, so we're going to kind of adjust our heading accordingly. Alright, looks like it's centralizing now a bit into the wave. So we are heading a bit uphill, but mostly laterally across this hill. Looking at the signal, it's all the way at the top. So this is going to be a nav beacon, a crashed nav beacon, which never ceases to amaze me that you find a crashed nav beacon this far out. I'm approximately 8,500, 9,000 light years out, and there's our nav beacon, right there. Well, hot diggity stinking dogs. If I can quit swerving all over the place like a monkey on a swing set. And to all you monkeys out there, I mean no disrespect. Alright, well here we go. Scan this puppy up and see what we've got. Outstanding. Package created. As you can see, I've hit a few packages along the way in this trip thus far. I've got 72,800 data point intel for Fed. I got about 122,551 for Empire and about 88.6 for the Alliance. So, hey, not too bad, huh? Not too bad at all. So, we'll just keep on keeping on here and see what else we can find. I know that there, I think, was another POI that came up. POI, of course, point of interest. This one here is my. It never ceases to just surprise me to find these little fellas out here. They're so melodious. Listening to that music, and a little bit of Morse in there. Not Morse the cat, but Morse the code. Alright. Well, so now the question is this. I think that the next place that we wanted to head was actually in an opposite tangent of the planet there. So that would put us heading pretty much in that direction. So why don't we cut across this ice sheet here, and we'll see if any other artificial construct signal starts coming up on our wave scanner. Now, I do have to be careful because since this is an icy sheet, if there was a sudden drop-off up ahead, I might be a bit disadvantageous to be flying along at a high speed. But, oh, that was a nice one. See if we can land it gently enough. Yeah, it's, I guess, fairly gently. I knocked a couple % off the hull, but such is life, right? Alright. So we're heading back close to the area where we were. Let's see, keep an eyeball on where the planet is. I think I've lost it over the horizon. So I think our basic direction that we're heading is somewhere between 0 and 20 here. So if I can quit putting myself into a side spin. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, so let's see where we are here now. Alright, let's get down this way a little bit. Alright, now if you notice, along the top edge of that wave scanner, we're getting a little bit of snow. And that kind of is what to me is indicative that we've got perhaps something coming in that direction. So let's head down this way a bit. See if we can't flesh that out some. Get over some of those taller rocks there. Alright, let's see here. Slow it down a smidge. Alright, let's do just a little bit of a turn and check and see what comes up on the wave. Now we know that this over here is going to be that wave, the beacon that we've already found, so that's really not all that important to us at this point. I think we're still seeing just a smidgen of snow on the top end of that wave scanner in this direction. So let's head this way and see what we can see. Heading basically towards that ridge. Avoid the larger rocks as much as possible. I know that the SRV bug is supposedly fixed, but you know, I just don't like taking those kind of chances. Alright, we're coming up on a drop-off here. And I'm just a little bit cautious here about ripping off into that opening. Got doing a little bit more reconnoitering here. See, I think I see some snow at the top end of that, but honestly, that could be me seeing things too. Sometimes you see what you want to see, right? One thing's for sure, we're going into an area where we're not getting any type of material response. And with that being the case, anything that is out here should stand out fairly quick. Especially now that we're into the darker area here. A little more out of the sunlight. Wonder what the temperature is. Still got some bronzite-crondite signal in this direction. And more bronzite-crondite in this way. Actually, that yeah, that's, I don't know what that is. I think that's bronzite-crondite. 3 stripes typically indicates bronzite-crondite. Alright, let's head this way and see what we can find. Not necessarily looking for the bronzite-crondite, you understand, but just to see if the wave scanner flushes out for us any better once we move a little bit further in this direction. Perhaps let's not tumble. That's not the best idea. Alright, well, we took a hunk out of our hull that time, didn't we? Down to 66, so being that I'm not an idiot, well, I know you might disagree. Let's go ahead and do a quick repair here. We don't really need to do a standard. Let's just do a basic. Alright, so, you know, looking at that, I think if we do run across some more iron in the future, we're going to go ahead and pick that up. Alright, let's see here. What do we have on the top end of the scanner down here? You know, I think I'm chasing a ghost. Because I don't see anything now. You know, we're pretty close to this bronzite crondite, so we might as well check it out real quick. Looks like it's splitting into two signals. So we'll head this way and pick up that first one. I believe that that's going to be it right over there. Yep. Manganese and sulfur. So, nothing that I'm all that interested in. The other solid connection is over this way. There she is, right there. Hello, bronzite crondite. Nickel and nickel. Well, if I had a nickel for every time I saw a nickel. Alright, well, sadly, we're not really picking up another point of interest. I was really hoping that we would, because I would have sworn that on the big map, as I were on the big radar as I was coming in, I thought I saw a second point of interest off in this direction. But obviously, we all see what we want to see sometimes. Like me, I want to see this ship rolling around on its top, obviously. So there we go. Yeah. Coordinated? Not so much. Alright, well, since it looks like this is just a wild goose chase, I'll probably let you guys go. Oh, look at that. We got some mesosiderite over in this direction. Now, I had said I wanted to stay out of that dark, but you know, why the heck not, right? Let's go ahead and check this out and see what we can see. And all my fellow pilots in Null are all probably screaming at me going, you know, you've only got the one SRV left. What are you doing? Quit being so reckless. Yeah, and I will, I promise. You can see we're on one heck of a slope here. Can you see that? It's like if I turn up into this slope, well, it's not all that bad. It's only about 27 degrees, so I thought it was really bad. It's not. 27 degrees, like, yeah, I mean, you know, you don't want to play marbles on it, but you can play cards probably. Hey, look at that. Mesosiderite standing right out for us there. Gotta like that. What do we got? Phosphorus, manganese, and chromium. So, nothing that I need. Alright, well. Oh, now there's our signal. You see that? We do have an artificial construct signal coming up along the upper wave into the band wave there. But it is a good ways off here. We're heading deeper down into this trench, which does not make me too happy. And more than likely, it's just going to be a bunch of stinking cargo containers. Lights on.
Lights on.
Alright, at least we'll have a little more light while we're heading down this way. It does appear to be... Man, it is dark down here. Bright lights. No, that makes it really hard to see the wave scanner, doesn't it? Lights off. Lights off.
Lights off.
Oh, No, that ain't gonna do. Lights on.
Lights on.
Alright, well, I will go to assist on and set it to a reasonable speed. Say something around 10 or so. And we'll just keep motoring towards that signal there. You can see, you know, the signal there on the upper band of the wave scanner. Of course, it's not all at the top, so it's not going to be a nav beacon. Nav beacons, I believe, as far as my experience, are the only ones that are actually at the very top of that wave scan. Everything that I have found that is more along the second tier there is usually either ship and cargo or predominantly cargo. Sometimes just the remnants of a ship and not much more than that. Now, it's also potential that we might find some escape pods, or as I like to call them, ice coffins, because let's face it, you're 85 to 9,000 light years out. You know, you jumped in an escape pod, and you've escaped all right. You've escaped into nothingness. Looks like we have another drop-off coming here, and it looks pretty steep here. We'll see, or maybe it's just the slope. It could very well just be the slope. We'll keep heading towards this. As you can see, there's not a lot to see out here except dark. So, yeah, this signal is getting wider, but it's also getting stronger. My suspicion at this point is that it's more than likely going to be some type of ship debris, maybe some cargo canisters, maybe some survival pods. We'll see. Man, it is dark. It be dark down here. Oh yeah. Let's see. Brights. That's not helping us at all. Lights off. Low beam.
Lights off.
There we go. Alright, let's head this way. No, we're definitely getting closer. It sounds like we got some more metallic meteorite this way. Kind of want to just, once I get to whatever that is at the bottom, I want to leave. Oh man, thank you for the big rock. Let's head up this way and see if we can get to that, whatever that is. I think we're going to find that this is another metallic meteorite. See how the signal split? And typically, like I say, these meteorites tend to cluster. Yep, there it is right there. Look at that. Manganese, selenium, antimonium. Now that puppy we want. We'll just catch it in the air. Well, no, almost in the air. Yeah, we had another one over this way, didn't we? Yep, there it is. Two of them, in fact. Like I say, these metallic meteorites tend to cluster. So, looks like there's the second one there. So we'll head over and get it. Nickel, manganese, chromium, iron. Yep, I said I was going to snag some iron next time, so we'll go ahead and grab the iron. There we go. I think we have another one right there. Right there, see, there's the third one. Clustered, like I said. Always good to know, because if you find one, you should look around, because chances are there's another. Manganese, manganese, mercury, oh yeah, carbon and phosphorus, no. But I will take that mercury. We're go, Mercury. There you are. Very good. Alright, now we'll continue on our way down to the, whatever that is down there. 18-degree slope at this point. I just gotta watch these rocks. They're wanting to flip me over again. And as much fun as that is, I'm thinking maybe I want to minimize how many times I do that. Getting a bit on the steeper slope now. We're down on a 22, and now to 25 nearly. There's 25. Not like I'm trying to do an auction and get the deepest slope I can, but hopefully it's going to mediate out here soon. Looking around, it's like there's the other side of that rock, or this ridge. You can just barely see it out there. See how that ridge comes up there? Now, that signal's kind of mediating now, isn't it? A little bit this way. Oh, we got more this way. Look at that. What is that? Oh, it's a coffin. Yep, occupied escape pods. I know this doesn't really do anything, but I usually scan these escape pods. I guess it's probably more of just out of, you know, I don't know. Because it just feels good to do it. So at least I'm telling them, yep, I saw that you're here. Can't do anything about it. So sad, too bad. You're dead. So, got a little bit more debris down this way. Let's make sure there's not something down here that's of import. I doubt seriously that there is. It's probably just some debris from the ship. But we'll check that out. And then we'll recall our ship and see where the heck it's going to run us. Now there, whatever that is, there it is. It looks like it might be a cargo pod or something. It's light colored. Yep, it is. Look at that. It's a cargo pod slowly rolling down this hill of narcotics. Well, isn't it nice to know that they lost their lives over such a wonderful thing? Boom. Alright, there we go. Now hopefully no one else will waste their time coming down to the surface of this planet to find that there's just two dead, well, all but dead bodies and a thing of narcotics. It looks like the ground might be mediating out here a bit, so let's see if it does, and then we'll call our ship down here. Looks like some more bronzite chrondites up here as well. The ship could probably actually handle this 5-degree slope without any issues. There's the bronzite. We'll go ahead and nail it just for GPs. Carbon, phosphorus. So nothing that we want. Alright. Pretty much level? Yeah, it's pretty much level down here, so why don't we call the ship? Recall ship.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Alright. Keep an eye open for her. Wherefore art thou, Trumpet 3? Come on down and let me see. Oh! I think she came in somewhere there. There she is. Well, look at that. Not too far away at all.
Initiating landing protocol. Reducing velocity and deploying docking module.
Nicely done there, Chaz. Now I'll see.
I'm here.
Yeah, I see you. Let's see if I can get in now. Hey, look, you even landed on a smooth spot. Way to go. Did put a rock in the way, but I don't think that's going to bother me. Retract cargo scoop.
Retracting cargo scoop.
Dock SRV.
Okay. Executing now. Stand by.
Ooh, that got dark.
Securing the ship.
Alright guys, well hey, thanks for joining me on this little endeavor of obviously fruitless superfluosity. But hey, sure was fun, wasn't it? No, it sure wasn't. So, alright, well hey, thanks for joining me. Definitely always great to have some folks with me as I continue my exploration and find exactly what is there out there that's good for me. So as the planet rises above this deep hole in which I am in, I will say to all my friends and commanders, farewell and have yourself a fantastic day. Commander Angus Thermopylae, signing out.